how you doing? So tonight we are going to be making a stir fry. I got one of these deals that they do in Waitrose where they have like a dining for two type scenario. So I got a pack of pre-made stir fry vegetables here. This is the bright and colourful stir fry. I also got a pack of the naked tofu. I've already chopped this up and I've just had it sitting with a bit of seasoning on it. I've got some Chinese 5-spice, some garlic powder and some salt and pepper. So that's just chopped and sitting in the bowl. I also got the lentil protein noodles. We've not tried these before, so this will be a first for us. And then the last thing you get is a sachet of sauce. So I normally make my own kind of stir fry sauces, but I've got one of these, and this is the Wagamama pad thai sauce. So that's what we got. Adding to this also, I got a couple of these portobello mushrooms, which I've chopped up quite sort of chunky. And then these were reduced in Waitrose today. So I got this brand that I have in, which is a cauliflower tempura. And I also got some mushroom gyozas. And they have a little dipping sauce with them. So I'll be cooking these as well. Anyway, let's get on with what we need to do. So the first thing, I've already got this pan warming up. It probably should be quite sizzly already. I'm just going to pop some coconut oil into the pan to melt up. I like to use coconut oil when I'm cooking kind of Asian food because it tends to work quite well. And then also with that, a little bit of sesame oil. Sesame oil you wouldn't really use on its own because it's got quite a pungent, strong taste. So like a drizzle of that with the coconut oil is perfect for me. So first thing we're going to do is fry up the tofu. So let's just pop this in, and it doesn't take that long. Oh, it's nice and sizzly in this pan. Woohoo! Check out that sizzle. It'll probably be quite a lot for the two of us. Normally for two people I would use the regular size that they do, the smaller one.
Remember Cody's here and he's like a Bigfoot that's just come out of hibernation. So he's ready to eat, I believe. This
is true. So even though this is a meal for two, this should stretch to 3 people because we also do have Cody here tonight. So straight away it's already browning up nicely. As you can see, that was the first piece. So I just let these cook. They only need probably about 5 minutes in total with a bit of turning. And then we remove them from the pan and get back to you. So as you can see, this is pretty much done. It's crisped up nicely. It's looking great. So I've just turned the heat off and I'm going to remove all of my pieces to a little piece of kitchen roll on the plate here. So next up, we need to start cooking up the stir-fry vegetables, and we'll get back to you in just a moment when we're ready to do that. Okay, so we're ready to get the rest of the dinner made now. So first up, I'm just going to pop this pan back on the heat. I've got another pan here that I'm popping on the heat. This one is to cook my vegetable gyozas in. I'm also going to get the cauliflower tempura going. Now these are going in the air fryer. The instructions say that there's a sachet there, let's take that out. The instructions say 15 minutes in the oven, so I'm going to say there'll be about 10 to 12 minutes in the air fryer. So I'll pop these on, I'll be right back. They're in the air fryer, now let's crack on with this. So first up, I've got my stir fry mix here. I've opened it up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the coriander out because this makes a really nice garnish on the, or I might leave the stalks in actually, but the leaves are nice to have as a little garnish. So I will do that. And I'm going to pop this straight into this pan, along with my mushrooms. I'm also going to add to that, this is additionally a little bit of garlic paste, and also a little bit of ginger paste. Okay, and I'm just going to give that a little smush around, get it all mixed through. Okay, Then I'm going to start with my gyozas here. So this oil is nicely warmed through. So the instructions of these do say to microwave them, but I prefer to like steam them. Again, we've got some sauce in that, so let's remove that. So I'm just going to add these into the pan and let them sizzle up for a minute or two. These vegetables shouldn't take too long to cook. I mean, with any stir fry, it's quite a quick thing once you get started with it. So, let's check on these. Come over and have a look at this. So the bottoms of these are starting to crisp up a little bit. Exactly how you'd imagine them to. They're perfect. So now I'm just going to add about 1 centimetre of water to the pan.
Ooh. It's like fireworks, baby.
And put a lid on it. That did spurt up a little bit. So I'm just turning the heat down a little bit as well. So that what will happen now is that water will steam through and cook the gyozas, but they have a nice crispy bottom, which we like.
A crispy bottom.
A crispy bottom.
Everybody's favourite.
Who doesn't love a crispy bottom? So now I'm going to pop in the noodles. If you just squeeze the pack as you kind of let them fall in, it helps to separate out the noodles. Sometimes you can have a bit of a chunk, but just by squeezing the packet, it really helps to kind of separate them all out. Okay, so we get these nicely coated in the oil here. Now let's just have a look and see what's going on in here. These are looking absolutely fine. Let's leave the lid on. That's all good. This is stirring up nicely. So I think now I'm ready to add my tofu back into the dish. So this will just to help warm it through. So here it is. It's been sitting on the kitchen roll, which is cooled down slightly. So we'll pop that back in now. And that will continue to warm through with the other flavours in the dish. And then we'll add our sauce. So this is, like I said, the Wagamama Pad Thai stir fry sauce. They do loads of different sauces like this. Now we are quite a big Wagamama sort of household because 3 members of our family actually work in a branch of Wagamamas. So Wagamama food tends to come into this house more often than probably in most houses. This is one of their sauces they do. They do quite a lot of retail products like this now, and they're all really delicious. So let's stir this through. And now this will only need like another minute or two. I'm just removing the gyozas from the pan and popping them on this little plate here, which we will serve from. So as you can see, they're sort of nicely cooked through, but they've got a nice crispy bottom, which I really love. So we'll pop those there. And let's open up the little sauce that came with them, because these will be quite nice to dip into that. So I'll just pop these on the serving plate as well. They're looking lovely, aren't they? They are quite different in size. Some of them are tiny and some of them are quite big. But that's okay, you know. We don't ever judge a book by its cover. And they do smell delish. So I'll just pop those on there. Okay, and now back to the stir fry. So it's been in there for probably only about sort of 6 or 7 minutes. I think it's cooked up beautifully. And I reckon we're ready to serve up. So let's grab a nice portion of this. Lovely lentil noodles, which apparently are high in protein, which is always a good shout. And it's got a nice selection of vegetables in there. Now you can of course add some extra of your own vegetables should you wish to do that. It's absolutely fine. And I'm just going to sprinkle now some of the coriander on top, like so. Maybe a little bit more of the mixture. There we go. So there you have it. Here's our stir fry. As you can see, it was literally done, it was in minutes, wasn't it? That was a really quick dinner to put together. So we've got our accompaniments to go with it. And I reckon this will be a really nice, easy, healthy and delicious meal just to sit and
It's steaming
chill
hot.
out and eat. It's steaming hot. So let's get our laughing gear around it before it cools down, shall we?